What's up, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube Stando TV here, keeping you guys, of course, in the know. And today, I want to talk about Bethesda's E3 conference, because I am doing a reaction video to all of the E3 conferences all this week. So stay tuned and be looking out for more of those. And then we'll wrap it all up on Saturday, the Saturday after E3, with our post E3 podcast, so to speak, that I'm opening up to subscribers and to everyone who wants to have a conversation over on the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/StandoTV. But let's talk about Bethesda's E3 conference. Bethesda, of course, opened their E3 conference with a quick teaser trailer for Quake Champions, which is kind of surprising because it just wrapped up on Doom, and it is the developer on Quake, and it looks like it's running in the same engine, but I can't imagine that this game will be equally as large as Doom. Matter of fact, I think it's going to be quite a bit smaller, probably more like an Overwatch type of deal. Will it be free to play? It may be. There was the free to play Quake online, or Quake Live, I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was free to everyone. I like how Bethesda said that they're not going to frame rate cap this, that they're just going to let your performance of your PC carry this game, and it's going to be quick, fast, action, fun. That's awesome. Like I said, Quake Champions looks to be like a good time, and it seems like that game is imminent, or else Bethesda would not be talking about it. Right after that, we started talking about the new card game, the Elder Scrolls Legends trading card game, and they talked about how it has like a campaign that's with it, which is pretty cool. I'm kind of interested in this little free-to-play card game, much like Hearthstone, I would imagine, but with Elder Scrolls characters, which is pretty cool. I'm interested to see what Bethesda does with it. It's going to be free. It's going to be on iOS. It's going to be on Android devices. It's going to be on, so you can play it anywhere, pretty much. That is no different than what they did with Fallout Shelter last year, so good on them. Bethesda went on to show more DLC coming out for Fallout 4, and why wouldn't they? Fallout 4 has been a huge success for them, and that includes the Vault Tech Workshop, where you can make your own vault. Really, a lot of this stuff, the Contraptions Workshop, and then I think there was some sort of like Nuka-Cola town place, which seemed kind of interesting. None of this looks like story content. It really doesn't. It looks like more Minecrafty building settlement type stuff, which I wasn't all that interested in. It didn't appeal to me, but it's great for those people who want to keep continuing to do that and play in their little Fallout sandbox. So pretty cool. Right after that, they announced the Skyrim remake for PS4 and Xbox One, and they showed some visual changes. Of course, having played it on the PC with some of the visual mods, that didn't interest me as much either, but I'm glad that, people, because I did for the longest time only play the PlayStation 3 version. So if I'm a person that can only afford a console, this is great, because it is like playing a new game. When you play the game the way it's visually meant to be enjoyed, which the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions of Skyrim clearly weren't, but at the time I didn't know that, and nobody playing the game knew that, if that's the only version you'd played. But having played the PC version long after, wow, what a difference. And I think that console owners should be proud that that's coming to them. So again, there's nothing really new here to show, but there was, matter of fact, the way it's not really they're not calling it a remake, they're not calling it a remaster, they're calling it a special edition. Basically, they're adding new shaders over top of everything, which include water, foliage, and so on and so forth, lighting effects, stuff like that. Now, Bethesda did show an intriguing new trailer. I didn't know what it was at first. It is for a game called Prey. Apparently, Prey in the past has been had a pretty huge cult following, and a lot of fans remember fondly of Prey, and I guess Prey 2's development got scrapped, and this is more of a reboot to that. It's a psychological thriller game, I guess, from the first person perspective, and it's being put out by Arcane Studios, which is again a huge surprise because Arcane is also doing Dishonored 2, and this looks great. A lot of people reacted very well to this. It looks creepy. I like it. I'm excited to see more from this. I don't know how far off into the future this is. I would imagine that it's not a this year title, that their big focus this year would be Dishonored 2. Maybe this is next year's big title. But yeah, totally excited for Prey. I'm definitely getting those Dead Space vibes, you know. And then where I expected there to be some Machine Games announcement or more from Battlecry, there wasn't. And Machine Games is very quiet this year, and so is Battlecry. So what's Machine Games working on? We can only assume that they're working on a new Wolfenstein game, but again, nothing was shown here at E3. And are they giving up on Battlecry? Because I'm not seeing it either, and they didn't even mention it, so, which is probably good. You don't want to announce that stuff 2 years in a row. So even though they announced it for the first time last year at their press conference, the year before they announced it on one of the other, either PlayStation or Xbox's stage, I can't remember which, but yeah, so it doesn't do any good to show it 3 years in a row if it's not ready. So they also talked a lot about Doom. I like what they're doing with Doom. They're wanting to get more interest in Doom. And they're adding a lot of free content to SnapMap, which is pretty cool. A lot of free updates, including new creation modules, and which gives the people who love building that stuff more stuff to work with. That was one of my complaints from the review of Doom. Another complaint I had was their multiplayer, how it wasn't just enough. There wasn't that classic deathmatch mode. They're adding that as well, which to me automatically bumps that game into legendary. If that they also announced to get people's interest raised in Doom, that they're giving away the entire first level for free across all platforms, including Steam, PC, and PS4 and Xbox One. So that's pretty cool, because after all, it is Doom, and it did start off as the first free-to-play game with a free shareware experience. So awesome. We did get to see a lot of Dishonored 2 this year, which the presentation on Dishonored 2 I felt was a little too long, but then again, it showed us a lot about the game. So including literally, if you don't know and you don't care, it probably went a little too long. They probably showed a little too much, but they were trying to show how each section of the city or village that you're going to be playing in is different according to the districts, and that means different characters and different models and different everything, different history within each district, which is pretty cool. And then they showed a lot of gameplay footage, which looks pretty interesting. Having not played the original Dishonored, I think it's very cool to have a stealth game to where you can go all out stealth, all out action, have some supernatural powers mixed in there to beef your character up. I thought it was rather cool. I was totally blown away. The visuals still look kind of weird to me. They looked weird to me last year. It looks like they're dipping a 1 foot in realism and 1 foot in Disney Pixar animation style, but it's unique. It's their own little visual style, and I kind of like it. It's growing on me. I'm receiving it a lot better this year than I did last year. It totally has that BioShock vibe, you know, from BioShock Infinite or something like that. That kind of vibe, and I like the art style that they're using here. This game looks amazing, and that's really all I've got to say about that. I mean, it's more Dishonored 2. I only imagine them speaking this much about Dishonored 2 because it is very, very close to its release, and I think this game is the one that releases later on this year. So yeah, that was Bethesda's press conference. Way better, way more exciting than EA's press conference. Like I said, they actually showed presentations for each thing, which was kind of cool. There was no awkwardness or talking about macrotransactions and microtransactions and esports and all this stuff over just putting me to sleep. No, they actually showed me games, which is why I watch E3. I want to see new game announcements. They announce new stuff. I was totally hyped on that, ready to see what's coming next. And Dishonored 2. Hey, I'm on board. Anyway, guys, that's just one man's thoughts. What did you think of Bethesda's press conference? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check me out over at Twitter at Stando TV, over at Twitch, twitch.tv/Stando TV. Don't forget, guys, this Saturday I will be opening up the conversation to everyone on Twitch, and we'll be doing a post show there. And then later on today and throughout the week, I will be giving you some more updates on some of the things going on at E3 and my reactions to them. Until next time, guys, remember that I love your face. We'll catch you next time. Have a good one.